If the proposal does pass, students will have to rely less on their financial planning offices and more on outside sources of scholarships and grants found on websites. But just because Toyota's production in Japan has decreased doesn't mean you still can't get your car customizable. Dealerships are trading with others around the country to make sure you drive off happy. Due to the change of the industry, majority of March's customers are coming less into his store for a buck. Batch made this morning 4 tons of organic cornmeal for cows. Elon may be seeing more orange in the future. I spoke with officials and residents about a new construction project. As construction continues on campus, workers are preparing to start a new building project just down the road. North Carolina Department of Transportation workers will be expanding the road that runs between Elon and Gibsonville.
So basically this project is a 4-lane divided section, extending it from the University Drive that's there now up to Westbrook. And then we extend the 4 lanes across the railroad tracks, across Haggard, and then it'll tie into the 2-lane section of University Drive there at Manning.
Resident engineer Donnie Huffines resides over the construction plant and says it will lead to safer roads and less traffic.
So that flow and that connectivity there will make it a lot easier for travelers getting to the north side of the county.
Although the Cook Road expansion means extra convenience for drivers, it does come with a cost for local residents like Beatrice Sellers, who will lose part of her yard and even more of her privacy.
I can deal with it. I'm not happy about it, but what I'm really upset about is that Department of Transportation told me that my property is going to be devalued.
Though Sellers will be losing some yard space and her favorite tree, she's more upset at the lack of communication from state officials.
You know, the people in the offices in Raleigh need to think about the people they're affecting.
The project is expected to be completed and have drivers back on the road by summer 2013. Toyota Motor Corporation placed first in the sales race for 2010, but sales for 2011 may be in danger after the earthquake and tsunami in Japan last month. The company announced production will drop 50% for 3 of 5 business days and stop completely on Mondays and Fridays. Cox Toyota in Burlington will work with Southeast Toyota in Florida as a part of Toyota's just-in-time inventory strategy.
And they train our staff, our management team, our staff on various components.
Those various components include an auto part trading service to balance out the production loss. For Toyota production, the first letter is key. And the first letter on this Toyota 4Runner is J, meaning it was produced in Japan. But just because Toyota's production in Japan has decreased doesn't mean you still can't get your car customizable. Dealerships are trading with others around the country to make sure you drive off happy.
So if you come in and want to buy a car today, we'll tell you what's coming in and you just choose from that pool. You may see some depleted inventory on lots in general, but it does not mean that you can't buy the car you want when you want it. It just means you may have to be flexible a day or two.
Until then, Butler is hoping to keep his sales between 80 to 85 cars a month by focusing on used Toyota cars. What began as a small dairy farm, Reedy Fork Farm in Elon is now expanding its family business to keep up with the times.
To stay in business, producing milk in North Carolina, you've either got to get larger or get out.
In this case, Franklin Teague chose to get larger. The Teague family did that by winning the National Grant a Farmer's Wish contest. The contest comes with a $10,000 prize, which the Teagues will use to produce more organically grown feed and milk.
It will be a lot more efficient than the way we've been doing it before because it was taking an awful lot of manpower.
The grant will build a weigh station, conveyor belt, and sewing station for the feed bagging, and it'll all be done by the click of a mouse rather than manually. Reedy Fork Farms customizes its batches of organic feed for customers all over the state. The batch made this morning 4 tons of organic cornmeal for cows. So what exactly makes the feed organic?
It's feed that's not grown with any herbicides or pesticides and not got any GMOs in it, genetically modified seeds.
Taylor Teague is a 6th-generation Reedy Fork farmer. He's looking forward to the new technology and changes the grant will help bring to the farm.
One thing that's going to be changed is me and my cousin Ben are not going to milk cows as much.
With the help of this grant, the Reedy Fork farm will be able to supply more goods to more people with less work.